All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, as usual, Mark Pierce. Hope you're all doing well today. It is Tuesday. We are just creeping towards the end of 2020. I think we'll all be glad when 2020 is over again. What's going on today? Well, I'm kind of geeked out. Why am I so geeked out? Well, I finally got the shipment from Music Outlet in Enfield, Connecticut. My buddy Gary there, the owner of the store, got it sent to me in the USPS mail, snail mail. But this came out on Record Store Day. Limited edition copies, this vinyl here. This is pretty exciting. Amy Mann, Bachelor number 2, on vinyl. And green vinyl, no less. Geeking out about that. Thank you, Gary, as he always comes through at Music Outlet. Check them out if you ever get a chance. Who are we talking about today? Well, this time the shirt does not lie. We are talking about this band, the Smithereens. I don't think I've worn this shirt yet. This is a debut for this shirt. Welcome shirt to the show. Yes, this is a shirt from a show I saw, so even better. But why are we talking about the Smithereens? It's because this time, the end of December in 1985, they were just finishing their final mix of their debut album, which would be released in the summer of '86. So this time in 1985, they're finishing up that recording of that first record. Who are they? Who are the Smithereens? Well, they're a Jersey band. I don't know if everyone knows they're a Jersey band. 4 of the cats graduated from the same high school in 1975. Carteret High School. And the singer of the band, Pat Denizio, had put out an ad in a paper looking for a drummer. One of them answered and said, "Hey, I also got these guys, let's make a band." And they did, and they got their name from Yosemite Sam, who was famous for saying, "Varmint, I'm gonna blow you to smithereens." Remember that? So that's where they got their name from. These guys were interesting. Talk about being geeked out. They were into mod culture, 1950s and 60s culture, especially Pat. His biggest influence, he said, was Buddy Holly. Certainly some of the other band members' influences were more like Bowie and that kind of thing. But this is a fun band. I just remember always liking them. As soon as I heard this record, it was on college radio, and I just remember being like, wow, this is some fun stuff right here. This record charted. It went to number 51. They had 2 singles chart off of it. Blood and Roses went to what number did it go to? Number 41 or something like that. And Behind the Wall of Sleep went to number 23. Maybe Blood and Roses went higher than that. Maybe number 14, I think. Anyway, this record sold 1 million copies, and in Kurt Cobain's journal, it says it was one of his favorite records. So what do you think about that? They shopped their record around. They went into the recording studio, recorded like 5 songs, shopped it around, and everyone turned it down, and they finally got picked up by a small label, Enigma Records, and they managed to get the producer who produced the first 2 REM records to do this one. They considered it their greatest hits because they said they'd been playing those songs for like 5 years already, and that's what came out on that album. Who can remember these songs? I mean, Behind the Wall of Sleep, I just remember being into music that you just didn't really know or hear. Like, I was in high school, if it was college radio, I was into it. So this was fit the bill perfectly in 1985. But Behind the Wall of Sleep had that great line about Jeannie Shrimpton. Of course, Jeannie Shrimpton was a model in the 1960s, but we wouldn't have known that. It's not like we could have Googled it. I guess we could have trudged down to the library, gone to the card catalog, looked up her name, hoped it was there, looked at aisle K, row 7, and find a magazine, hopefully, that had a picture of her there, but that wasn't happening. So we didn't know who Jeannie Shrimpton was, and now we do. She was a model in the 1960s. She stood like Bill Wyman, by the way. Now he's her biggest fan. So anyway, these are great songs. So some of the highlights on this record, obviously, Behind the Wall of Sleep and Blood and Roses are the songs that are the biggest attraction. But In a Lonely Place is good, and Strangers When We Meet, those are also some good tracks on there. And why do I have this shirt? Because we finally got to see them play live. This might have been 5 years ago or so. Um, we saw him at Infinity Hall in Hartford when with some friends of ours got to see him play. I was super, super excited to see them in a small venue, and they did not disappoint. What a great show that was. And that was not long, I think it was less than a year before that singer, the lead singer Pat Denizio, died tragically in 2017. So we're glad we caught them when we did. But that's your song of the day. We're talking the Smithereens. Everyone love the Smithereens? I love the Smithereens. These are great songs. We're doing 2 songs of the day. We got to pick those 2. It's Blood and Roses. It's Behind the Wall of Sleep. Enjoy those 2 today for Tuesday. We got a lot of other good stuff coming this week. Stay safe out there. Listen to some Smithereens. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.